the Zubat, which is of course this guy. Let's go over him. CR 1 heart, because of course he's the first form. AC 12, armor class. Sorry, armor class and AC are the same thing. Sorry, there seems to be people screaming outside. Let me just. And I don't know if you've ever. Oh, it's because it's raining outside right now. Sorry about this. If you've never noticed this before, I don't edit the Pokemon into D&D videos because, considering how many I have to get through, this would take too long. Obviously, I edit all of my other videos quite a lot. Actually, a lot of them take like a month to make. And I will be, if you're wondering at the moment, where's the Pokemon Fire Red video? It's coming. It's coming. I finished that game this weekend, and I should probably start making the script. But it should be out within the next, month? Maybe 2 months. I don't know. But after I do Fire Red, I've also got Pokemon Emerald immediately afterwards, which is 2 massive videos back to back. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway. Speed 20 feet, fly 35 feet. If you look at Zubat's stats here, speed is its highest one, which is why dexterity is its highest, because dexterity is a good substitute for speed. This all makes sense to me. Stealth, you might notice here, is -5. This is not something from the Pokédex, but it is something that I learned from nature documentaries, is that bats, even though like their whole thing is, they're kind of hard to see against the night sky, they're really shit at being stealthy, because think about it with their echolocation, they have to scream constantly. Like, you're not gonna do that. It's so hard for it to be stealthy, so I just gave it -5 to stealth. So if it's ever in a situation where it's trying to hide, it's going to be real easy to spot. Anyway, vulnerabilities, resistances. Immune to being poisoned because it's a poison type, and it can't be blinded, because basically all blinding abilities are like, we threw mud in your eyes, or like, it affects your eyesight. Zubat uses echolocation. If Zubat was deafened, he'd be fucked, but, well, that's kind of difficult to implement on a stat block, so that's not how it's going to go here. So, but he can't be blinded for that. But we do go ahead and we give him blind sight for 150 feet. He cannot see beyond this, and a passive perception of 15. Pretty passively perceptive. Anyway, inner focus in the games, it means you can't flinch. This, advantage on savers against being stunned. Infiltrator is a complicated ability in the games. I believe it means if you hit someone when they're protected by Protect or King Shield or whatever, they still take damage. You can kind of take that into consideration with the shield spell, but what about we just give it more initiative instead? Because, I mean, otherwise it would just kind of be confusing and also come up in little to no situations, because who the fuck is using shield against this CR half creature? Sunlight sensitivity is next. Because the Pokédex talks about how Zubat gets weak in the sun, and sunlight sensitivity already is a thing that a lot of stat blocks use. While in the sunlight, Zubat has disadvantage on attack rolls as well as wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. Although, blind sight. So that last bit's kind of like, it doesn't matter so much because he can see without seeing. Supersonic is his first action. Zubat screeches loudly, and any creature within 30 feet must succeed a DC 13 wisdom saving throw or have disadvantage on their next attack roll. Now, you might think that this is kind of shit, but it does affect multiple creatures, and it's got a pretty high saving throw for this level, so yeah. Leech Life is pretty weak and does an average of 3 damage, but a hit creature has to succeed a DC 10 con save or have their max hit points reduced by that amount. The creature whose max hit points is reduced to 0 dies, and while it's not going to be doing much damage, I mean, like, imagine being actually killed by a Zubat because it hit you with Leech Life when you were on 2 health. That would be kind of stupid. So it does less health damage, but it's still, your odds of being killed by Zubat are low, but they're not 0. Merry Christmas, everyone.